invite you into our number talk today. So let's first talk a little bit about why. Why do we do a number talk? Owen, can you share your thinking about that?
So our brains can grow.
So our brains can grow. Why might else we do a number talk, Sydney?
So that we can get smarter.
We can get smarter. Why else, Jackson?
We get ideas for new strategies.
We get ideas for new strategies. Why might else we do a number talk? Lauren?
So other people can hear what our thinking is.
So other people can hear what our thinking is. What happens when others hear our thinking? Mia? They get smarter too. So a number talk is a really great thing. So our goal today is to remember, learn some new strategies, share and hear each other's thinking, and help to remember to think about that math in our brain, in your head. Okay? So I am going to share with you that today we're going to do a splat, and you are going to know you're successful if when you are thinking, you're thinking of different amounts of circles that could be underneath our two splats. Okay? So turn to your learning partner and say, you are going to know you're successful if you are thinking of different amounts of circles that could be under each splat. Okay, turn your body back this way. Roman and Sydney, could Brianne join you today since Connor's not here? Okay, so Brianne, you can just swing your body around and join Roman and Sydney. Okay? All right, so remember to start our number talk, you are going to place your hand in a fist and you are going to put it up by your chest. And when you think of one way or one strategy to solve the splat, you're going to show me with one finger. If you think of another strategy, you're going to show me with 2 fingers, and so on. 3 and 4 and 5, you make it many. Okay? Are you ready? Remember, you're still thinking. This is think time. Okay, you're still thinking. Sophia, you're thinking. Okay, about 10 more seconds. Okay, who might be willing to share some of the circle amounts you think are in those splats? Roman, what are you thinking?
5 and 5.
5 and 5. Elena? 6 and 4. Tessa?
10 and 0.
10 and 0. Sophia? 5 and 6. Trenton?
7 and 3.
7 and 3. Luke, or Nate, sorry Nate.
6 and 5.
6 and 5. Kai?
10 and 1.
10 and 1. Josh?
5 and
5 and 5. Owen?
1 and 10.
1 and 10. Okay. Peyton.
6 and 4.
6 and 4. Jackson.
4 and 3.
4 and 3. Addison.
5 and 5.
5 and 5. Sydney.
8 and 2.
8 and 2. Brianne. 4 and 6. Okay, we're going to stop right there. Okay, so remember, when your popsicle stick is called, you can defend one of these up that we have on the board. If yours isn't on there, you're welcome to share one that you want to defend too. Number 9. Elijah, you'd like to defend 5 and 5? Okay, would you be willing to share your thinking?
And I counted on my fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On your other hand? Okay.
And then I with 10. So then I added 1. Then I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So what did you add 1 to, Elijah? The 5 plus 5, so 10 right here? So you're saying that you added 10 plus 1, and that got you to 11. So I heard you start with, Elijah, that you put 5 fingers up, and you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you put another hand up, and you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you knew that was 10. But you knew that you had to get to 11, so then you just added 1 more. But where did that 1 come from? Oh, Elijah's turn. Thank you for honoring Elijah's think time right now. Not quite. Oh, go ahead. You're not quite sure? Okay. Does anybody have an idea maybe where Elijah got that 1 from? What do you think, Kylie?
Out of it.
Oh, out of the 2 splats. You think maybe you got it from there, Elijah? Okay, so this circle represents this 1 right here, and that's how you got to 11? Mm-hmm. Did I capture your thinking? Yeah. Okay. Number 5. Elena, would you be willing to share? Okay.
I think 6 is one of those flats and 4 is in one of the other ones. I counted my fingers through 4. I counted 1, 2, 3. Then I put 6 and then the other one, so I counted my fingers for 6.
So, Elena, since you don't have 6 fingers on one hand, did you have to use another hand there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you think 6 on the other hand? You have 4 on one finger, or one hand, and then you have 6. So what did you know about 4 and 6?
That would equal 10.
So this is what you're saying, all of this equals 10 here?
And then I added one more, and then it equals
Where did you get the 1 from?
5 and 2 slats.
So Elena, what I heard you say is you first started with 4 fingers on one hand, and then you had 6 fingers that you added to that, and you knew 6 plus 4 was going to equal 10, and then you added 10 plus 1, and you got that 1 from this extra circle outside to get you to 11. Did I capture your thinking? Thank you for sharing. Number 17. Josh, would you be willing to share? You're defending 5 and 5? Okay.
So, I counted my fingers, like I didn't have 11 fingers, so then but I knew, but I was 5 and 5, but then I just add one more.
Okay, Josh, can you tell me a little bit more about how you got to 11? I'm following you from, you had 5 and 5 on your fingers. And then what did you do? You knew that was 10, because you don't have 11 fingers.
But I added one more.
And where did you get this 1 from?
Outside.
Outside the splat. Thank you for sharing. Number 16. Kylie, which ones would you like to defend? 5 and 5. Okay, can you share your thinking?
On the first one I said 2 because I knew that 1 was now
Can you say that one more time?
I skipped the 1 and I went to 2 because I had it on our
Ah, so Kylie, what I'm hearing you say is you skipped the 1 right here and you started right with 2 and counted this as 1? Okay, and then what'd you do? On your other hand? Okay. 7. You were thinking it was 5 and 5? So this right here would be 1, 5. And where would be your other 5? Okay, and then what else would you need to add to that? From this, and then that got you to, So Kylie, what I heard you say is you skipped this one right here because you knew it was outside of the circle. And then you started with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on your fingers. So you knew one partner was 5 and one partner was the other 5. And then you added 1 to get to 11. Did I capture your thinking? Okay. First grade. Would you be willing to take a look at the strategies you see from your classmates on the board? As you're looking at those, I want you to think to yourself, which one of these strategies is most efficient? Because we know that mathematicians are efficient, but they're also careful. So which one is most efficient and one that you might want to remember? So take a look up at the board. Think to yourself, which one is most efficient and which one might you want to remember? Okay, when you turn and talk with your partner, you might start with, bless you, Jackson. I want to remember number blank because blah, 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 blah. Go. Why do you want to remember 5?
5 plus 5 is 10 plus 1
3, 2, 1. All right, would you turn your body over here, please? Would someone be willing to share a strategy you might want to remember and maybe why you think that strategy is efficient? Mia, would you be willing to share?
16.
Why do you want to remember 16?
Because they checked over their answer after they did it on their paper.
So you're thinking that you want to remember number 16 because that mathematician double-checked their answers? Ooh, other thoughts? Vivian, what might you want to remember? Which one?
Number 16, because I liked how she went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because it's really quick, but she's also being careful by making sure she gets 11 on her fingers, and she knew she already had 5 fingers and she didn't have 11, so she had to go 1, 2.
So what I heard you say is you want to remember number 16 because you think that you liked how she started with the number 2, and she already thought about that one that was outside of the splat, and she checked her answers as well, so she was being efficient but careful. Okay, first grade. What might a strategy look like up here if you were to use a circle drawing? Think about that for a minute. What might that look like if you were to use a circle drawing? You might start your conversation with your partner and say, a circle drawing strategy might look like blah, 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 blah. Go. You agree? Do you have a different way you use the circle drawing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Which one do you think?
So you could four, put a blank heart stick, and then you can use 5 more and a blank heart stick, and then do one more. That would equal 11.
So you're thinking 4 circles and then 5 circles and then 1 more circle? And that would equal 11? What do you think about that?
I disagree because I think you should add 1 more because that equals 10. You said 5 plus 5, but you did 4 numbers in it. So instead of 5 plus 5, so you should add 1 more.
What do you think, Lauren? You think so? 3, 2, and 4. Thank you, Addison. Thank you, Levi. What might this look like if we were to use a circle drawing as a strategy? Joyce.
So for number 9, you could put 10, 5 circles with a heart stick, another 5 circles with a heart stick, and then with a heart stick 1,
And that would get you to?
11.
So Joyce, you're thinking 5 circles and then a break apart stick, another 5 circles, a break apart stick, and then 1 more circle, and that will get you to 11? Other ideas? Peyton, what are you thinking?
That 4 circles, break apart stick 6 circles, break apart sticks, and that would equal 11.
So let me go back over here a minute. I'm going to draw out Joyce's. She was thinking 5, and then another 5, and then another 1, and that would get you to 11. Now, what did you say, Peyton? You said 4. 1. 11. How do we know if Peyton's right? What could we do? Sydney?
We can
Let's count. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Peyton, right?
Yeah.
4, 6, and 1. 4 plus 6 plus 1 could equal 11. Lindsay, thank you so much for your amazing thinking today. This concludes our number talk. I want to go back to our success criteria. At the beginning, you told your partner that you're going to be successful if you were thinking about what? Uh-oh. What were we thinking about, Nate?
11.
Not 11. What were we thinking about when we had our hand on our fist and it was up by our chest? What were we thinking about? Jackson?
Splat.
What about the splat?
There's 1 splat, so it equals 11.
Okay, but what were you thinking about as you were thinking?
Thinking about...
First grade. What were you thinking about when I asked you, before I got any of these answers right here, what were you thinking about these 2 splats? Addison?
What we thought were under the 2 splats.
What you thought were underneath the 2 splats, okay? So were you successful with our goal today? Were you thinking about what could be underneath the 2 splats?
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you think you were successful. Okay, one last question. How did you know you were successful? What were you able to do? Sydney?
I was able to
Okay, yeah, that's one thing we've been practicing, listening. But look at these over here. How do you know you were successful? What were you able to come up with or think about? Mia?
If you had numbers in the box, that would equal 11.
If you had numbers, that would equal...
11.
But careful.
No, 10.
That would equal 10 because what do we have out here? 1 to make 11. I know that's tricky language, isn't it? But guess what? The more we practice it, the better we will get. Turn to your learning partner, give them a high five, and say, "You are an awesome mathematician."